health or harm. But know what a blessing water is until you have gone long without it. A sturdy find indeed. Material full of potential.
I'm searching for brave warriors to join a perilous endeavor. If you have the skills to survive and work well with others, then you could see your work greatly rewarded. As in many aspects of existence, collaboration is key to success. The factions have their own proclivities, so their vendors give distinct offerings available to members only. But you can always peruse their wares, see what could be available. Now, I can tell you about the factions. Which piqued your interest? They're newcomers to the night market and less experienced as a whole because of it. Still, Karakal Lunar positioned himself alongside Malto and Tachyon as a formidable patron. If you value strength and disruption, consider the Ruckus. They are creatures driven by insatiable curiosity. They can never truly be caged or kept from their goals. If there is a piece of you that longs to explore the crevices of this world, you will find a home with Malto and his 1,000 eyes. Unfortunately, I work alongside each of the factions and cannot join any of the ranks. Whatever choice you make will not be permanent. You can join a different faction the next time the market opens. Oh, we never know when it will open or what it will contain. But this market is a rarity. The market always contains the Starlit Plaza and a district where all the treasures and danger lie. This market opened with 3 districts. I'll try to explain. Think of the market as a magical sandstorm. When the wind hits, it stirs everything up, uncovers secrets, smothers buildings. Anything is possible. To continue the imagery, I think whatever causes the sandstorm changed. Chaotic, exciting. The market confounds even the smartest scholar. Just know that the market is unpredictable. It is larger than before and more dangerous than ever. All things that an enterprising warrior like you can take advantage of. Oh, certainly. If your questions are about my name, know that it is a title. I am a curator of curios, a collector of phenomenon, and an organizer of interest. In this instance, I assemble exciting new prospects for the patrons. I plundered districts until my passions turned elsewhere. Still, I like having some influence. Between the excitement of this new market and the battle between factions for supremacy, how can I not participate? Reputation, resources. The night market presents an opportunity for each of the factions to scavenge what they want and elevate their status in the eyes of the others. It is a friendly competition, but cutthroat in its own way. They can't. The night market may be a strange segment of Fargrave, but parts of it still exist in this plane. Fargrave's laws prohibit that sort of behavior. Besides, the factions don't want to kill each other. They want to defeat each other. I supped with Tachyon in the House of Whims and hunted for secrets of the Orbis with Malto. I am less familiar with Karakal, though I respect his audacity. They trust me to lead interested adventurers to them. I do not disappoint. The factions have their own proclivities, so their vendors give distinct offerings available to members only. But you can always peruse their wares, see what could be available. Now, I can tell you about the factions. Which piqued your interest? They're newcomers to the night market and less experienced as a whole because of it. Still, Karakal Munar positioned himself alongside Malto and Tachyon as a formidable patron. If you value strength and disruption, consider the ruckus. I'm searching for brave warriors to join a perilous endeavor. If you have the skills to survive and work well with others, this is the Night Market, a temporary interplanar agora which contains twisted versions of Fargrave. I represent 3 factions, locked in friendly competition. They hope to see which of them makes the most of the market. Haha, the Thousand Eyes, the Ruckus, and the Glittering Gold. If you pledge to one of these factions, you'll gain access to unique rewards from your faction's patron for as long as this night market stands. Even more if your faction wins the competition. Hey, not so hasty. Go through this portal and enter the Starlit Plaza. There, you will meet each of the patrons. Talk to them, see what they prioritize and value. Peruse their vendors' wares. I will wait in the plaza when you're finished.
Be on your way, mortal. Neither of us should be standing around and chatting when there's so much to be done.
You think you're tough? Let's see how you measure up against the rest of us, trolls.
Browse all you like, new blood. But Najira sells only to her fellow squalls of the ruckus.
So, the new blood trickles up to the Ruckus. Welcome. The curator sent you to seek a right fit, yes? Caracal admits the eyes and the goad are more established. But my squalls know the oldest towers topple with the right amount of force. The Ruckus topples any who stand in our way. Do you think those Daedra are pleased to contend with mortals outside their control? We carved our way in, took this ground, claimed this place as our own. We welcome any who want to help us keep it. This one can promise you no more than what the others offer. The Ruckus is for those with spine enough to fight for our place here. With grit enough to make it hurt when they try to take it back. It's your choice if that sounds like you, new blood. If your interests in joining are more worldly, see our merchant Najira. Her wares are for members only. Find her near the plaza stairs. Remember, new blood, the only permission you need to join the Ruckus is your own. Very well. Ask what you will. Where else can one face such strength and danger? Where else can one explore such a mysterious anomaly? There is no place like the night market, and it sickens Caracal to think of it monopolized by Daedra and those beholden to them. This one respects them as equals to the Ruckus, for now. When the night market closes, we will see who emerges as the better. But Caracal has reasons to keep spoils of the market from either of their clutches. Molto's rodents pursue secret knowledge just to hoard it, never use it. What is lost to them stays squirreled away, unused, wasted. Hakien's gluttony for gold and prestige is less objectionable, but her gloating, Fashna, unbearable. It has been some time since someone asked this one for his story. Every time the night market opens, the weakest take up quills and try to further stain Caracal's reputation. But most never notice new smears on what is already painted black. You are not entitled to something just because you ask for it nicely. Caracal is generous with wealth and opportunity, but keeps his true origins for himself. Read up on the many libels against me and pick a favorite. That can be your truth. Isn't it funny how quickly deception flags attention? Even if it turns out to be harmless. You never know what might slip past you when you're looking the other way. That's a lesson on keeping power. Caracal won't even charge you for it.
Welcome, welcome. Celebrate the night market. Stay, enjoy. Existence is simply too long to abide boredom, so we in the Goad celebrate windfalls as best we can. Now, tell me about yourself. You are unaligned in the night market, yes? I doubt a shiny new adventurer like yourself will stay factionless for long. The Glittering Goad run many of the auctions that take place once the market closes, which, as you can see, is fantastically lucrative. We pay all our members fairly for their labor. Auctions are a different contract. Oh, don't fret. The night market is more lucrative than ever. Someone like you could seize the opportunity. The question is, do you have what it takes? If it helps you make your decision, speak with Nimasasha. He's a well-connected merchant who agreed to work exclusively with the Goad. Feel free to enjoy the festivities as well. I hope you'll remember us when you speak with the curator. Understandable. Look around us. Who wouldn't be curious? What do you want to ask about? How we amass the treasures you see around you. How we successfully navigate such a chaotic realm. I have no secrets. I try not to. Malto's eyes are excellent, but everything they find collects dust. It's a wasted opportunity. And Caracal's fighters, they're efficient, but so terribly young. How can they know what their strength is worth? Chaos is lucrative. Comfort is meager. I know how to navigate the spaces between order and understanding to find opportunities. I do hope you won't take this as single-minded, but there can always be more gold. You may look around and see greed, but our gold and jewels are a tool. The real treasure is in our minds. Yours, mine, and everyone else in the Goad. What to tell you? I live for long strolls and hosting lavish parties. My next fete promises to be the talk of Fargrave, especially if I can convince Koth to unlace his corset. But the Goad is my real pride. Our methods are nearly perfect. Oh, I don't mean to brag, but the Goad was once a shade of what we are now. Change is luxuriously slow, but in a few eons, I'm sure we'll look back on this time and scoff at how dull we seem in comparison.
Careful with drink. Only the finest in Fargrave.
seek and scurry between darkened corners and planar folds.
Look, Malto, an adventurer. How curious! You stand before Malto the Whisperer. Salutations! And I, his speaker, Melandir. Oh, careful not to step on any tails. Daydrats are known to hold eternal grudges. You're factionless, yes? A ship without its sail. Curious about the Thousand Eyes? We are secret finders, catalogers of knowledge. We scurry behind walls. We're the movement in the corner of your eye. To join us, Moto only asks for ravenous curiosity. Now it is time to uncover the unknown. Malto tastes a change in the air. Cracks are forming in the market. Who better to wiggle through the uncertainty and find what others can't? We are curious and legion. No secret is out of our reach. Do you want to help us? Have you spoken with the other faction leaders? Malto's very nervous. He's been chewing anything he can get his hands on. I told him to trust that you'd make the right decision for yourself. Us! Choose us! You do? Of course. Ask whatever you would like. I do. Malto is an ancient Daedrat, wise and shrewd, but also very soft-spoken. Whisperer, after all. I speak what is on his mind and stand big and tall when he needs me to. Melandir the Mighty, the Imposing! Oh, I don't know about that. No, I could never lead a network as wide and hungry as the Thousand Eyes. Malto makes all the decisions. Nothing I say hasn't already been approved by him. And when he wishes to make himself clear, he does so through me. He found me shipwrecked on an island north of Piandonia. I watched him count and catalog every coin, splinter, and stitch. Carried his favorite baubles in my pockets. When he was done, he brought me here. I suppose he just added me to his collection. Takian's nice when she isn't eyeing your coin purse. Greedy fingers, silver tongue. And Karakal, too large, clumsy paws. Ignore him. Malto's just annoyed that he isn't the most successful quadruped anymore. I'd like to think it's the friendly sort. Soft little sea elf! I see the Thousand Eyes as adventurers at heart. Sailors exploring the unknown. The others seek gold or power, which, I don't know, feels less romantic. Wretched know-nothings without an ounce of curiosity between them. In the end, we will catalog their bones and curate their meager collections.
Join the Thousand Eyes and peer into the unknown.
On with the ruckus, join the stampede.
If your interests in joining are more worldly, see our merchant Najira. Her wares are for members only. Very well. Ask what you will. Where else can one face such strength and danger? It has been... Isn't it funny how quickly deception flags attention? Where else can one face such strength and danger? This one respects them as equal. Molto's rodents pursue secret knowledge just to hoard it, never use it. What is lost to them stays squirreled. Isn't it funny how quickly deception... This one respects. Molto's rodents pursue secret knowledge just to hoard it, never use it. What is lost to them stays squirreled away. Isn't it fun? Where else can one face such strength and danger? This one respects them as equal. Molto's rodents pursue secret knowledge just to hoard.
You think you're tough? Let's see how you measure up against the rest of us, fools!
Have you introduced yourself to the patrons? Perused any of their merchants' wares? If so, then we can fulfill the last portion of our contract, and you can begin your adventures in the night market. You need to make a choice. I know mortals have a concept of fealty, and this is similar. Join one of the factions. Work to grow their power and prominence in the night market. Be successful. Are you ready to choose? Excellent! Pledge yourself to the banner of your chosen faction here in the Starlit Plaza. Seek the ringed gavel for Tachion's glittering gold, the Daedra tangle for Malto and his 1,000 eyes, or Tooth and Claw for Karakal's ruckus. Talk to your new patron when you're through. They will want to reward you personally. And if you reconsider before pledging yourself, you can always visit the patrons or their vendors again. This is a momentous decision. You do not have to rush.
Go up the stairs and enjoy yourself. Right this way to the greatest celebration outside the myriad realms of revelry.
The Venerable Malto asks only for ravenous curiosity.
All Your pledge to the Ruckus has been recorded. Strength in numbers. Plenty of room in the Ruckus. Stop by for a real brawl.
Welcome back, New Blood. More questions? Or are you a master of your own fate, ready to throw in with the ruckus? Every new voice adds strength to our uproar. A voice like yours might even rise above the rest. Caracal thought he sensed a fellow disruptor. Glad to see this one was right. Your reward for joining includes keys to the Knight's Den. The Curator can tell you more about that curious abode. We're going to do great things together, Squall. Caracal is very pleased to count you as one of us. You seem eager for work. But this one has lost one too many overzealous squalls to the perils of the districts. It would be wise for you to learn what exactly makes them so dangerous. Find Graspkin Strid, a Dremora at the door to Sorrow's friend. She knows the district well, and does work that benefits the Ruckus. Do as she asks, and you will learn firsthand what perils await you. No Daedric pact, simply in exchange of favors. If you make it back alive, she will direct you to another steward to acquaint you with a different district, and so on until you get a taste of all three this night market has to offer. Ready to make some noise, Squall? Much like the districts themselves, the stewards you will meet are unaligned with any faction. You can imagine they need all the help they can get. Happily, we both understand that eschewing pacts does not mean refusing the occasional partnership. Graspkin pay little mind to us mortals, so long as we follow the rules. Strid is capricious, to be sure, but holds no hidden motives, and treats each faction equally. Fulfill her work request, and try not to bother her with too many questions. Marifa minds the Skittering Precinct. Caracal asked her to join the Ruckus many times, but she insists on working alone, to her own peril. The Parch contact is a strange Scafian called Mishka. Treat him as you like. He just wants attention.